Once upon a time in a big city, there was a clever mouse who lived in a hole in the wall. One day he found a piece of cheese and thought, oh, what a lucky day. He took the cheese to his friend, the cat, who was sunning himself on the window ledge. Look what I found, said the mouse. It's huge. Let's share it. The cat jumped off the ledge and said, wow, thanks for sharing, my friend. You are the best. Then he ate the whole piece of cheese in one bite and licked his chops. The mouse was very surprised. He thought they were going to share it together, but the cat had eaten it all up and left a huge mess on the floor. He shook his head and said, well, that was rude. No wonder why you're always alone. No one likes an unkind cat. Then he went home. That night he couldn't sleep because he was so upset about how rude the cat had been. Suddenly, he had an idea. He got out of bed and tiptoed to the kitchen. He found the biggest piece of cheese he could and carefully carried it back to his bedroom. Then he waited. In the middle of the night, he heard a loud crash and then the sound of heavy paws patting into his room. In the dark, he watched as the cat approached the cheese, sniffed it, and then started to eat it. The mouse had placed the cheese right next to his bed, and he watched as the cat ate and ate until every single crumb was gone. Once again, the cat left a huge mess on the floor as he slept. When the mouse saw that the cat had finished the whole piece of cheese, he felt betrayed. He had worked so hard to get the biggest piece of cheese for their friendship, but the cat had just eaten it all and left a mess on the floor once again. He looked at the dirty dishes and then walked away slowly. Days went by and the mouse didn't see the cat. He missed his friend, but he was still angry about the cheese. One day he was nibbling on some bread when he heard a knock at the door. He froze and asked, who's there? A tiny voice said, it's me. It's the cat. The mouse hesitated and then opened the door. The cat looked very sad and held out a piece of paper. I'm sorry, he said. I wrote you a letter. The mouse looked at the envelope. It was sealed with wax and tied with a blue ribbon. He took it, looked around to make sure the coast was clear, and then closed the door. As soon as he had the letter in his paws, a big smile spread across his face. He raced to his desk and tore open the envelope. Inside was a letter written in blue ink. The mouse began to read. Dear Mouse, I am writing to apologize for eating your cheese. I know my behavior was unacceptable and I am truly sorry. I understand that you were trying to be nice and share something special with me, and I wasted no time in finishing it. Not only did I not appreciate your kindness, but I also left a mess behind. I feel terrible about it and I want to say sorry. Being a good friend means being considerate and respectful, and I failed to do that. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. I value our friendship and I want to continue being friends. If you can forgive me, I will do anything you want. Your friend, Cat. The mouse finished reading the letter and a tear rolled down his cheek. He had missed his friend so much, but he had never imagined that the cat would write him such a kind letter. He looked at the window and said, it's been days since we've seen each other. I do miss him. He thought about what the cat had said in the letter. Being friends means being considerate and respectful. The mouse knew that what the cat had done was wrong, but he also knew that the cat was very sorry. He got up and went to the door. He opened it and walked outside. He was going to find the cat and tell him that he had forgiven him. As he walked through the streets, he thought about all the times he and the cat had played together. They had shared so much, and the mouse knew that their friendship was worth saving. He finally found the cat and called his name. The cat turned around and his eyes lit up when he saw the mouse. Mouse, he cried, I'm so happy you've come back. I've missed you so much. The mouse smiled and said, I missed you too. I'm sorry I didn't come sooner, but I needed time to think. And besides, I brought something for you. He took a big piece of cheese out of his bag and said, let's share this together. The cat purred and they sat down to eat the cheese together. From that day on, the cat and the mouse became even closer friends. They learned that forgiveness rebuilds more than friendship. It restores trust. And that's the end of the story.